There you go. All right, this is Lynn with Lynns Hangouts, and we're here tonight at Strike's Halftime Bar and Grill in Rocklin, partying with one of our favorite bands, the Mach 5. And tonight I'm interviewing Dave Garrity, bass player for the Mach 5. So thank you, Dave, for hanging out with us tonight.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right, that's super. Out. And as you know, I've been trying to corner you for an interview for quite some time.
Yeah, this has been pretty elusive, huh?
Yes, you've been elusive, and I caught you before you started tonight.
Stars finally aligned.
Oh, they did. Thank God. Thank God for that. I'm paying him for it too. No, just kidding. So I know you go way back with lead guitarist Dave Chapman. So tell me how and when playing bass guitar all started for you.
Well, start from how I first started playing bass, or how I first got to know Dave, or
well,
both.
Let's do the bass.
Okay.
If you want to do Dave?
Well,
Dave,
I started. I was actually self-taught. I picked up the bass when I was like about 15. I'd already been playing trombone and like school band from like 6th grade on up through 12th grade. And then I got to be a sophomore in high school. I always liked rock music. I had two older sisters that always had like good, classic 70s rock around the household.
Nice.
So I think I was subliminally, I think Paul McCartney, listening to like Beatles, and the bass always seemed to stick out. And then I just kind of like, I was in a summer band camp, I think in 9th grade, and when I was still playing trombone, and we had a bass player, and he was like hip, long hair, and had a cool Fender bass. I'm like, man, I gotta do that. That's it. I'm gonna get a bass. And so yeah, my dad finally got me a used one from this guy I was in a band with at school. I bought it off of him, and he showed me just the fundamentals, and then I just self-taught, just listened to records, and
that's great.
And then, fortunately, I had a good ear, so I picked up stuff pretty quick.
And you must have learned some theory with trombone in school.
But then I kind of had, I knew how to read music, so eventually, like after playing about a year, my band director knew I was playing bass. He caught wind of it, and then then I was in like every band possible at school. I was playing either bass or trombone. We had, concert band, marching band, little combo band, which was like little, kind of like a pseudo jazz combo, which we had a vocalist, and I played bass in that. And then stage band, which is like a jazz band. We did like Steely Dan and like kind of poppy or instrumental versions of pop, current pop stuff.
Yeah.
But
very cool.
And
so you were actively involved in music during your school career.
Yeah, and then when I got out of high school, I moved out here. This was in North Carolina. But I'm a native Californian, but Air Force brat. Long story short.
Moved around.
I moved out here. One of my sisters was living in Sacramento, so she said I'd come stay with her for a while if I wanted to come out and check out California. So literally like 2 days after I graduated from high school, I moved out here.
Wow.
And then about a year after that, I met Dave, the infamous Dave Chapman, through jamming at this rehearsal studio with this other band I was playing with, and they kind of were looking for a bass player, so they recruited me, and I said, yeah, I can do it, fill in until you get somebody permanent, and the rest is history. That's how I got to know Dave.
Wow.
So yeah, we're playing together when we both, he's like a year older than me, so I was 19, I guess he was 20, but we're just like snot-nosed kids, basically playing like heavy metal, like Iron Maiden covers, and Judas Priest, and whatever.
Yeah, good combination. I was going to say you showed me some pictures of you and Dave
when
you were young.
Days.
Oh, they were awesome.
But,
awesome.
But we haven't until like a couple years ago. I think we hooked up via Facebook, and then I went and saw one of his Riff Raff gigs, and then that's the first time we'd seen each other in maybe like 20 years, maybe, or. Yeah, so then about a year after that, we ended up both getting in a Mach 5 at the same time. Brian called both of us up roughly at the same time, and because when Rick wanted to do the Oleander thing again, and T-Bone had to leave for other reasons and whatnot, and just
happened to work at those two positions open up, and it's what you guys played.
Yeah, and so for about the last year and a half,
wow, that's awesome.
How we've been doing it.
Very cool. I think I remember I think I met you the first or second time you played with Mach 5.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was right after you started with them. So
I can't remember the first gig. It was maybe like a Folsom Hotel gig, or maybe something like
Something
that.
like that, yeah. That was very cool, very cool. Well, you bring a stellar resume to the Mach 5 with your Big Boss Graffiti background. I noticed vocalist Doug Richwine was also in Big Boss Graffiti with you. And very exciting, Big Boss Graffiti opened for Kiss at Raley Field during the Walk and Rock show in May of 2011 with a 6-song set.
Yeah.
That must have been an amazing experience. So tell us your perspective of that event.
That was really cool. Our other co-singer in the group hooked that up through a friend of his who was running the charity, involved the charity that put that show on. So it was kind of dumb luck that fell into our lap. And yeah, that was a trip, playing a venue the size of Raley Field. That's probably like I'm probably say the biggest venue I played up until that point.
Wow.
And it went by so quick. We had a 20-minute set, and it was like almost over before you know it. But you know, I felt, and I think because the band was so well rehearsed and rehearsed and had everything polished, and I mean just down to the T, segues. So I always thought it might be the first time in quite a while I did a gig where I was going to be nervous, but didn't feel nervous at all. And consider the enormity of that gig.
Yeah.
You know, so it was pretty cool though, and actually getting to see Kiss. I'd never seen them, and wasn't a huge fan, but you know,
it still was big.
After a new appreciation for how cool they were, to still be that old and still bring it. They rocked it.
They rocked it, I bet.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool getting to see them aside from playing as well. And,
that's funny. I didn't see the Kiss anything on YouTube, Kiss about it, but I did see your videos on YouTube, and it was great. You guys did awesome.
Yeah, some people shot some handheld camera footage that came out pretty decent.
It did.
And, it was
good times.
Pretty cool.
That's really cool. That's very awesome. Well, I couldn't help but admire your beautiful blue 12-string bass guitar, and you play it for one song in particular during a gig. So will we see you play that more in the future?
You know, and I didn't even bring it tonight. So, that's like we do Want You to Want Me, Cheap Trick, of course, and that's the actual signature model that Tom Peterson, who co-invented that 12-string bass with Hamer back in the late 70s. Yeah. And it's a beast to play. And
I bet.
Another reason I don't bring it out more often, aside from only playing out 1 or 2 songs, it's most of the places we play aside from here are kind of cramped for space, so there's not a lot of room to bring a whole arsenal of bass guitars, unfortunately, because if I had more room, I'd probably be bringing 3 or 4
That's
every
awesome.
gig. So that's a fun
one to play. It's beautiful. I just love it. It's just gorgeous. So
Appreciate it.
I was trying to videotape it when you have it there.
Yeah, it's definitely got that big metal flake hot rod finish on it. So the light hits it just right.
Just right. It shines. That's so true. Well, is there anything else you'd like to say to Lynns Hangouts and to your fans?
I appreciate all the work you do with your website and supporting the local music, and appreciate everybody that comes out and supports the Mach 5 and any other local group. That's good stuff when people come out and support the local scene.
We're trying to get a lot of fans out, and you're one of my favorite bands. So
thanks a lot. Appreciate it, Lynn.
Thank you so much for the interview, and let's go rock.
Yeah, it's time to rock and roll.
It sure is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.